Today's video will be ranking every road roller across the JoJo universe from the manga to the video games.
From 3D to 2D.
And we're going to start off with the manga with the CD audio.
このロードローラーで貴様を回路の路面に埋め込んでくれる。ディオー！無駄無駄無駄無駄！無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄！
It's the original. The originator, the first one. I say it's very solid, and it's the source for everything else on this list.
We decided to put this one in A tier. If you haven't listened to the audio, like the voice acting is actually pretty solid.
Sound effects are pretty good too.
And then it, goes along with the art. Araki's manga art is really good, even for part 3. Next up, we have the anime subbed version.
Pretty solid. It's probably the first time it ever gets adapted into like motion. We said it's S tier. Very good. It's probably the first one you guys ever seen. So
yeah, this was the first one I've seen. Probably a lot of you have seen. It's just iconic. It's classic. It's all the memes. It was actually like the first JoJo thing I had ever seen. So yeah, S tier. Then we have the anime dubbed version.
I'm going to roll all over you!
And we said it's A tier. Dub actors aren't as good as when it's in Japanese, the original language.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll all over you. Pretty funny, but then you get to like the aura and the mudas, and it just does not hit the same.
Yeah.
That's the voice actors still pretty good, especially Dio's voice actor pretty good, but it just doesn't hit the same as the sub.
Onto the OVA Sub. To be honest, we're gonna give it a B. It's not even a road roller, okay? It's just an oil tank.
Yeah, that was first time I ever watched this. I was very underwhelmed. They literally had the manga for reference, and they do. An oil tanker just does not hit the same.
And there's like a funny explosion in the end because it's an oil tanker, but
I mean, the sub still solid, decent voice acting. So
my question is, how is Dio capable of picking that up without it falling apart?
I don't know.
Physics.
And then we have the dubbed version of the OVA.
An oil tanker for you.
And we said it's C. A little goofier.
Yeah, an oil tanker for you, it is a funny line, but the dub voice acting is just not good. So it makes this kind of underwhelming scene even more underwhelming.
On to our next one.
This is the 4D Warner Bros. Movie thing.
In order to experience this, you would have to travel to Japan, so we said D.
Yeah, and when you watch the video, it's Jotaro's perspective, which is cool, but you can't really see anything. You're just under the road roller. Good voice acting, but I don't know. It's just not as good as the rest because you can't see the whole thing.
And to be fair, we never experienced this in person.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't. Who knows?
Right. Let me move on to the start of the video games with Jump Force.
Jump Force is a pretty cool video game. You know, you have like Luffy, Naruto, Goku, Ichigo all fighting. Dio and JoJo were like added into the game. I remember seeing them in the trailer. I was very excited for it. It's a solid B.
It's cool, definitely cool. I think one thing for me, the game kind of looks a little weird, so that's kind of affecting it. And there are some cuts during the scene that kind of don't let the whole thing play out, but still pretty solid.
On to the next. All-Star Battles R. You know, we play this game, and we're going to give it a nice, solid B.
Again, kind of like Jump Force, very solid. Voice acting, decent, but it's just solid.
All right, and on to Heritage for the Future. We're going to give this a C. It's, you know, 8-bit video game style, arcade game. Personally, I never played it. I've only watched gameplay of it.
And I've played a little bit of it. I've never actually pulled off this combo because the controls are too weird. But this scene, one, it's only in 2D, so you don't get the full, effect of it. And it's kind of just, an underwhelming scene. It lasts for like 5 seconds.
All right, guys, that's all. That's our list. Like and subscribe. Tell us in the comments if this list is accurate or not.